jeans are torn, sweat coming through my shirt. Keep pushing even though it hurts. I'm chasing what I know is true. There's nothing that I would not do. When everyone around me drops, I'm never gonna ever stop. I won't waste another minute, no, I won't. I'm a man on a mission.
For a 20 minutes
back to Right Quote Studio.
Yeah, baby.
All right. Hey, welcome back. Happy Thursday, fans. We are
Happy
super
Thursday.
excited. We're
happy.
adding in some extra info this week and hopping on here a couple times. So we're really excited. Today
Double the coverage.
You guys get to see us a couple times a week. That's a treat.
double the
Treat and a half.
coverage. Nice. David always has those snazzy slogans.
He does.
Daily
So-
double.
But they always stick some way for some reason. They're always, it's very odd because he just keeps
Yes.
hammering it in.
Well,
For
and what's the sound you always make when we're sitting over there and you're like, you want
Sounds
my
like
attention? What is it? Just do it because Matt was laughing today too, so you might
What
as well just
about-
make
what
the
was
sound.
it? I
Just
don't know
make
what
the
sa-
sound.
I don't know what
Amy's
sound
got it.
it
Now he's playing like he doesn't know. What's the sound that you make?
Maybe we'll see it later.
Oh, suddenly somebody's camera shy.
Yeah, right.
Hey, so today actually we do want to do we're kind of just chit-chatting here, doing a little storytelling.
Storytelling.
And
Stories.
Is it a scary story?
no, it's not
Hopefully
really.
not.
Well, I mean, it could be. It actually could be. And it could be a happy story. How about this? It's a scary story, and if you don't finish it well, it can be a scary
Dave's pushing
story.
buttons.
If you don't finish it well, it's this for you.
I feel like that's the sound that came when our alarm didn't work on our sump pump.
That was not good.
So Al's actually got a great story. He's been working with a client now for a little over a month. So yeah,
Right.
take it over, Al.
Yeah, absolutely. So I've been dealing. So I've been working with this customer for about a month and trying to find her the right coverage that she needs for her auto repair shop business.
Okay.
And she come to find out that she's actually underinsured for her personal property within that business, and they've been like that for a couple of years now. So
Oh wow. And we were
You
just
can-
talking on Tuesday about adequate insurance.
correct,
So
correct. And so coming full circle with that, come to find out she had about $100,000 in personal property coverage, which, you know, at the time when she took it out was probably sufficient, but now she's at like $300,000 to $400,000 in personal property.
wow. So the
Wow.
business has really been growing. So
Correct.
that's good. Hey, there's
Exactly.
your happy part of the story.
Yeah, and if that's
But to be underinsured, there's your scary part.
correct, and so that's where it comes into.
I knew David was going to do that.
always pushing buttons. Always
Code word.
pushing buttons.
Yep.
But no, like I said, it's good that we caught it when we did, but that's another factor, and you always want to keep up to date when doing follow-ups with your agent or broker to make sure that you are at sufficient
So the
coverage.
biggest thing that you're really getting at us, Al, is that if you need to and you feel like you're not getting the follow-up that you need, definitely do a change of broker if you need to.
Right, and so that's what we had to do. So I didn't have access because they already took out the policy with somebody else, so that they have access to their own policy, and so does the agent that originally signed them up. I can't do anything for them at that point. So the option that we had to deal with, because we knew that she was appreciative of the things that we were doing for her, and she knew that we were going to bat for her and trying to find the best coverage for her. So what we were able to do is do what's called a BOR, or a broker of record change.
Oh,
And so
wow.
it's a very simple, easy process. It's one sheet of paper, basically putting in your policy number, who you want your agent to now be as going forward, when the renewal date is and all that, and it takes 5 minutes. You have them sign it, and then that way you have access to whoever you want to give access to your policies as far as going forward.
So I think, too, I know David and I were having this conversation. We're constantly honing in and trying to focus, like, who do we want to be as Right Quote brokers? And obviously, we want to make sure that we're following up with our clients at a minimum every year, if not 6 months. But really looking at the full picture. So I think when you say broker of record, I also think of this as, definitely a way to guide, or basically, what's the word I'm looking for here? Sorry, I just blanked out.
Navigate.
Yeah, we are looking to navigate and see the whole picture so that we can really help you in all those different.
Well, if you're only
facets.
giving us one part of the map right? Your so-called insurance life. If you're only giving us one part of the map, yet there's all these other insurances that we don't know about and we don't understand how they tie into this one, that can be a real challenge when you're trying to navigate going through claims as well. So what we try to do as brokers is look at you from 30,000 feet. And by doing that, what we can see is how all of these policies intertwine together to make up what you have for your insurance portfolio, right? So we, as brokers, like to see everything. We don't always get to see everything, right? Like sometimes people just say, hey, I just want you to do my rental property. And, you know, they have other insurances as well, other homes and cars. It's hard to be competitive from our standpoint if you're only giving us one piece of the pie, because we as brokers have the ability to package things.
I think a great word too here is to really say, you know, we're focused on being more personalized. That's our goal. We want to be really personalized. We want to get to know you, and we want to make sure that the coverage in all the different realms is definitely what you need at this time in your life.
Well, right, because some people worry about money, right? Well, we can tailor a policy that is very conscious on the premium, right? And then there's people that say, hey, look, I'm, you know, yes, money is something, but I'm not so concerned about the money. I'm so concerned about the coverage and how this is going to act in the need of a claim, right?
Right Quote Brokers is basically your insurance counselor. That's really one way to think of it.
We
You're
like
an
to
advisor.
we're an advisor, but really at the end of the day, what we try to do for everybody is look at you as an individual or a family and look at your circumstance specifically, and not say any bias of, well, my mom had this kind of insurance, my uncle had this kind of insurance, my cousin down the road had this kind of insurance. That's fine, but what I'm telling you is that after being in insurance now for almost 20 years, is that what I've found is that there's a lot of people out there that don't really have your best interest at hand. Yes, they'll tell you that, but they really don't.
So, and I've got a question for you guys. So, tell me, how do you guys stay innovative? Because I would say that also is what I'm hearing from you too, is to be innovative advisors. So, what are some of the things that you guys do to just stay on top of, you know, I mean, obviously you're constantly adding lines and carriers and educating yourself, but what are some of the other ways that you stay innovative?
I would say the first thing that we try to stay innovative is to keep an open mind, right? Like we don't ever think that we know it all. We know that the world is open to possibilities, and literally every day a new policy in some carrier is being developed. Now, that is also challenging in itself too, because you say, well, if there's new ones being born every day, then how do you keep up on everything? Well, we keep up through a lot of mailers and networks, and we also have networks of people that say, hey, if you're looking for this type of life insurance, if you're looking for this type of auto insurance, that this is a new carrier into that region, into that market, that may create a better competitive advantage for you guys. So us as brokers, our ears are always peeled. I would say 70% of my day is listening. The 30% is trying to convey to others what my client is looking for.
I also think that as a whole, the Right Quote team has definitely some diversity within the team. We've got different ages and obviously different genders and people from different parts of the country and at different stages of life. Young kids, no kids, single, you know, married, and some with businesses, some with side businesses and all that. So what I really love about that too is that as we continue to build a team of Right Quote brokers, we build with all different ages and all different people that are in different places of their life. I think it's so important because we are literally educating each other as well on the different experiences that we have and share with each other.
And I think too that we've spent a lot of time working hard to build relationships with the people on the back end, like the carriers and our advisors back for.
And why is that so important?
Because
I think it's really important for everybody out there to know why we want to build good relationships with carriers.
Because then they come to us first to either try, pilot different products, or they just give us the ins and outs of what the carrier is looking for at that time. That with a certain
they
appetite.
also give us tips and tricks.
Exactly.
Right. So they're telling us, hey, if you're looking for this type of product, if you're looking for this type of avenue to market, right, these are the different places that you can do that, right?
And I know I've heard this multiple times from you guys too, as well as having the opportunity that for our clients really go back to those carriers and say, hey, these are our clients that we care about. We're passionate about insurance, but we're also really passionate about our clients. And so therefore, from that standpoint, I feel like you guys have really done an amazing job going back to the carriers and say, hey, we need more, or we need this. Do you have this? And how can we make it better for the clients too?
Relationships with the underwriters are huge.
Problem solvers really is what we are. I mean, and I know Dave's really good at this, is trying to find a solution to a problem. Even if we might not have a carrier that has a specific appetite, we'll go out and look for one. And that's the beauty about being a broker, is we, for the most part, can contract with anybody we need to contract with. It's just a matter of finding what we need at that point.
Tell us a story about insurance.
Oh, okay.
One that you've had.
Have you ever gotten
That
a car
is
accident?
awesome. Thank you for putting me on.
Have you gotten an auto accident ever? Or like, have you gotten?
Yeah. Have you ever had to use an auto insurance?
Oh, I have had to use an auto
have?
insurance, and it wasn't because I caused the accident.
Have you ever caused an accident?
No, I have not caused an accident.
I don't think I have. I can't think.
I haven't caused an accident. Now, I will tell you, we have borrowed a vehicle before, and I will tell you that it is very important to have insurance on your vehicle that includes multiple drivers. It's just a really good thing. David and I we love hostessing and things like that. And so we did borrow out the vehicle, and it was, I guess, a little bit bigger vehicle than what that individual could handle at the time. And so, it's very important to have that added. Yeah.
Just hammering today.
You know who you are.
Yeah, right. That's why I'm laughing the whole time.
Yeah, I actually, you know what? I do have a story. So with interior design, for a number of years, I actually worked out of my home. And for the first couple of years, I did not have business insurance. I'm not even sure. It was kind of a miss on my part. I was young, really new in the business and even being an entrepreneur. But anyways, so once I did get insurance, I really, really valued that, because here's the thing. I had clients coming into our home all throughout the different months. So something as simple as, an icy sidewalk, icy steps. So I do think it's important. Sometimes we look at this thing and we think, we're an at-home business, or we're a small business, or we're just working from home. Business insurance covers so many more facets that sometimes I think young business owners, or maybe just very inexperienced business owners, aren't aware of, that your business insurance also can cover things on your end. For instance, we did have an experience where it wasn't my fault per se, but there was a specification for a product, and it wasn't written detailed enough. And so therefore, when that product didn't hold up, there was an insurance claim there. So it is really important that you think beyond just the simple things, like, again, somebody slips on the sidewalk or whatever. It's also on the work that you do, because we are all human, so we're continually growing. Obviously, as a business owner, you continue to grow, but it is really super important to make sure that you are insured to help cover your business. It also, that's the professional way to do things too. So I think it's really important. So
it really is important.
Yeah,
it really is, because
be
it's going to hurt you if there is a claim, right? Because those monies then come out of your pocket instead of the insurance company's pocket, right?
Right, and that's exactly. I mean, we went through it. We went through the fire. So you want to protect your baby. You want to protect everything you put into this, and whether it's finances or just the business itself, you want to make sure that you're not hurt because you're underinsured.
Well, and it amazes me too, because, at first it was just myself and one other person. And then there was a time when there were 6 of us. And so I thank the heavens, because there are multiple things that can happen when you've got more staff too, obviously. But even if it is just yourself, business insurance can cover your business itself and how you're doing business. I think is really
great. And a lot of times it's going to be required, right? Because other people, if you're going to work on their home, or you're going to work on their business, or you're going to do something where it requires your insurance to be present, they're going to ask for that. And if you do business with other companies where they're doing business with somebody, you're also going to have insurance that's going to subrogate with theirs, right? So it depends on who's at fault. But generally, if you're doing business with a business, they're going to want to be a certificate holder on your insurance as well. That way, if something happens, they can subrogate onto your insurance. So in most cases, it's not only smart to do it, but it's required to do it as well.
There you have it. Anybody else? We're passionate about insurance, so you don't have to be.
Man on a mission.